Hello, Jansen.
Hello. That area near Moab is home to some of the best four-wheel drive trails in the world, from Moab all the way down to Hole in the Rock, and that kind of stretches the entire length of the Bears Ears area, and brings a lot of economic input to our state and that county. I've been down to Moab and I've seen license plates from all over the country, and I wondered, will access to four-wheel drive trails be maintained?
Will access to four-wheel drive vehicles be maintained on and within a national monument declared by the President of the United States? The short answer is, we don't know for sure, but probably not. It seems very unlikely to me that such access would be preserved. It's one of the reasons why I'd rather see this left alone. That, coupled with the fact that this seems to be a solution in search of a problem. Again, this might make people on the East Coast, people who have no connection to our land, feel really warm and fuzzy about protecting land in Utah. But they're not the ones who have to live here, are they? They're not the ones who have to deal with the economic consequences. They're not the ones who have to have their way of life impaired, as members of the Cayeli Navajo will. And so we have to assume that the access rights that you've described would be severely impaired because, let's face it, they almost certainly would be. It's one of the many reasons why I'm so strongly against this. Now, my family's roots run deep in southern Utah. Some of my ancestors included Jacob Hamblin and John D. Lee, who settled a number of communities in southern Utah. My wife's ancestors also run deep here. One of her ancestors is John Atlantic Burr. You've heard of the Burr Trail. John Atlantic Burr, my wife's great-great-grandfather, is the person after whom that trail is named. My wife's father, my father-in-law, Jim Burr, grew up in Moab, and her family and my family love this land. We want to see it protected. But we also know that we can do a better job of that here, and that we need to be allowed to access land within our state. We need to not be punished simply because we happen to live in a state where there's a lot of public land that has attracted a lot of interest of special interest groups on the East Coast of the United States. So please stand with me and make your voice heard. Send the message loud and clear that those who inhabit the state of Utah want to be free. We will protect the land, and we deserve to be free.